So friends, welcome to my word processing class using Microsoft Office Word for intermediate users. Day one. Da 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 da. I feel like pouring confetti on the ground for you guys to work on. You guys are really amazing, taking out of your time and resources to complete my beginners class on the use of Microsoft Word. I really appreciate you. You are all one of a kind. Thank you for choosing me as yours truly, yours beloved facilitator, Sakawaka. Sakawaka spelled Sakawaka. And the one of our intermediate class, we'll be taking a look at the insert tab. But first, we look at these pages. We look at pages, and after pages, remember I told you that I'll be teaching you how to use tabs in the beginners class. So I'll be teaching you how to use tabs in this day one of the intermediate class. So today we'll be looking at pages and as well as the use of tab. And day two, we will look at how to use tables, how to create, how to manipulate tables. So kicking start the class for today, we'll be looking at cover page. Cover page. I'm sure you know what a cover page is. A cover page is actually like the cover of your document. It's the cover of your document, like that title page. When you buy a new book, the title page where you see the title of the book, the name of the author, all those things, they are what we call the cover page in Microsoft Office Word while preparing your document. So here you can create your cover page by yourself manually. However, what makes Microsoft Word exciting is the fact that they try to make our tasks easier for us in creating documents. And one of the things they've done is to automate the creation of cover page for us to just choose from templates. So if you want to create a cover page, you don't want to go through the stress of starting from the scratch, you can just click on this cover page here under the insert tab. You click on the cover page. When you click on it, you see series of templates that you can use depending on what you want to work on. So you click on it and there is a series of them. These are all templates of cover page. So I want to click on this one, for example, integral. Click on it and then it comes as the first page. Of course, your cover page is always your first page. So you see, it moves my brief history down and then brings the cover page up. Let me undo it so you see. Now, this brief history is here as page 1. There are 2 pages here. The brief history is the page 1. Now, look at what happened when I click on cover page. You see, the cover page now is now my page 1. And it's adding as a full page on its own. Therefore, I have 3 pages now instead of the original 2. What makes the third is this cover page coming as page 1. So down after the cover page, I have my brief history. This used to be my page 1, but now because of the cover page, it is now page 2 in that sequence. So when I insert my cover page, I can now edit the document. Let's say the title of this document is History of Sunday School, for example. You see, I just do that. And then the subtitle can be, let's say, Sunday School Teachers Manual. For example, if that is the subtitle, I'm just writing these, typing them offhand. So like this is the main title of my work and this is the subtitle. You see, I just click to edit and then here I can click to type a little description of my work. My abstract, I can say Sunday school as an integral part of the redeemed Christian Church of God has its history, and this history is what this document tends to share with the world. For example, if that is my description that I want, and I can just understand. So if I want this, I can just edit it. If I don't want it, I will press the delete key to delete it. This is Jesus choice. I can, at the same time, I can use this to put the address, for example, somewhere in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. So depending on what you want, you see, I did not create this design. It was given to me automatically as a template under the cover page. And all I did was to edit the content. If I don't want this, I can still come to format here, picture format, and I can change the picture. If I don't want it, but I prefer this one, so it's okay. It's okay with me. So from here, I have my cover page and I have my brief history. So you can try to just work on different this thing. I've chosen another one. I've chosen another cover page now. You see the design has changed. Yet, you see it. You see it. Let's say this one is a company now. So depending on what you want, you can basically choose your cover page and just edit. Here they say date, put the date, put the name, put the company's address, depending on what you want. I just undo it to bring this back. Ctrl Z. So the next thing here is blank page. Blank page. Now there is a difference between the blank page and the page break, and I need you to pay keen attention. Let me reduce this zoom. Let me put multiple pages. So you can see now these are multiple pages, page 1, page 2, and then page 3. Yes. Let me bring this one here. Now look at this. This page 1 now. If I say I want a blank page, that is a page to be inserted between this Christian education, which ends here, and this Sunday school, which starts here. If I want a page, a full blank page to be inserted between, what I'll do is to click on this blank page here, and then to be inserted. Now, take note. This is where I inserted the blank page. This is the blank page. You see, nothing is written except this watermark that will be on every page. And this is where I broke it to. So between this page, the brief history, and this Sunday school is a blank page. You see it, right? So from here, what I have now is my blank page that I can use to type anything I want to type. So let me undo it, so I will show you how the page break works. Undo is Ctrl Z. This is Ctrl Z to undo. That is it. It is back. I've applied my undo function. Now, if I say page break means I am not inserting a blank page. I don't want a blank page, but I want everything from where my cursor is, from these services, for example. I want everything else after this cursor to be broken into another page. Now, a blank page is not given to me. Rather, what it is doing is to shift everything after this cursor to another page. So with that being said, I'll click on page break. Now you see it. There's no blank page in between. Take note. It's just shift everything after the services, which was this vision. Shift everything to a new page. It didn't give me a blank page. Rather, I just shift everything after my cursor to a new page. If I say I want everything after this cursor now to be taken to another page, see it. This Sunday school now will be moved to another page. That is this Sunday school here. It will be moved to another page. So see, page break. I have this, it has moved to another page, and I have the former one here. Vision. I am sure you understand it now. Between the cover page, this is the cover page that inserts. It's just a template that you can edit. And then blank page, insert a whole new blank page, fresh one, between where your cursor is and the next line of text. It insert a new blank page between where your cursor is and the next line of text. While the page break just moves everything after the cursor to the next page. And that is it for cover page, blank page, and page break for our day one. I promise to teach you how the tab works. So let's move on to the tabs now. Tab. I'm supposed to have covered it here, but I decide to add it as part of the intermediate class because I believe by then you know how to handle some things in your Microsoft Office Word. Let me take the zoom back to page to 100%. Yeah, to 100%. That is good for me. And then let me insert a blank page so I can type afresh. Now this is my blank page. Fresh new page. Fresh new page. So for me to work on my tab now, for me to work on my tab, take note of this. If I want to type something like serial number SN, most of us we will use spacebar, type name, just watch, then spacebar to type date of birth, then spacebar to type gender, then press enter. Number one, we still use spacebar to type the name, something like Richard. Spacebar to type the year of birth or the date of birth. You see, then press spacebar to type in the gender. Now, this might look good, but it is not. Now, look at this. If I click on this show or hide, it shows me that what I'm using is spacebar, and this is the disadvantage of it. If I should increase this font or decrease it, let me remove this. Now, there are instances that if I decrease this thing will go out of place. Let me add another one so it will be obvious, very obvious. Number two, spacebar, name, Owen, date of birth, 23rd, this 2002, gender, let's say gender is male. Why did this go out? Now you see the problem with the spacebar. Any little mistake you make, everything gets disorganized. Everything gets disorganized. That's one thing with the space bar. And because of this, it is better you use the tab. It is better you use the tab. You see it. You see it. It's not just, it will be difficult for you to get everything in line. You see it. It will be difficult. You now have to start doing all these arrangements. Now I've adjusted. See this one. It's not in place. And all these kind of things, to avoid them in your work, it is better you use your tab. Now, how do you use your tab? Let me show you. How do you use your tab? You set your tab. This is the first. This is your indent. Now come here. On this ruler, let me increase the zoom. Let me increase the zoom so you see the ruler properly. Let me now here, this serial number, I want the name to appear here. So what will I do? I will double click. Close this. You see this L, right? It is telling me that my text is aligned to the left on the tab. Now after the name, I want my date of birth to appear here. So what will I do? I will double tap. You see this L here, right? And then I want my gender to be here on this 5. I will double tap. Just click. If you don't want to double tap, you just click once. It will bring it out. So I'll press my tab key on my keyboard. Tab. You see how easy it is now? Type the name, tab, type the year of birth, tab, and then the gender. You see it? Now let me reduce this to, let's say, 12. Serial number 1, I press tab. You see how it just jumps to name instantly. I have James Doe. Press the tab key on your keyboard. In case you don't know what the tab key is, this is the tab key, this tab. Yes, this is the key I'm pressing, tab. Year of birth, let's say 1994. I press tab again. You see it moves to gender automatically. May, press enter. Number 2, I have Juliet. Press tab. I have Juliet Akpan. Year 1992. Tab again, and then this is female. Press enter. This is 3. Tab. I have Michael. Michael Nduku. And then let's say date of birth, year of birth is 2004. Press tab, and then here I have May 4. I have Tinubu Buhari. Year 1960. Tab, of course, is a male. Now you see how arranged my work is, right? Yes, that is the beauty of tab. You see it. So even though I adjust the font size, let's say I bring everything to font size 10, you see how arranged they are, still in line. You see it. You see it. You see it. Yes. So that is how it works. And even though I increase the font size, let's say to 14 for all of them, you see how they are. They still maintain this thing here. And if I feel like I want to adjust, it won't affect anything. I highlight everything. Just click here and drag. You see how I'm adjusting it. I love tab. Now, you see it. This is how it works. I just click and then I adjust. I just click and then I adjust. You see, I want to bring this year of birth closer. I click on this tab here, which is this, and then let me adjust it. You see it, I just adjusted it. And that is the beauty. See, life is simple. Adjust it. If you know the right tool and how to use it, life is simple. So instead of you to struggle with space bar and then abuse the use of space bar per se, try to use tab. It's quite easy. The same thing you can use for your CV. Something like biodata, for example, for those that prepare CV a lot. You can have something like name. You understand it. And then come here. just click once. Let's say I want it to appear here. I'll click once, and then when I press enter, tab rather, name is Sakawaka. Press enter, date of birth, press tab, 1994. You see it, nationality, press tab. I'm a Nigerian, for God's sake. You see it, you see how I arranged it becoming religion, for example, press tab. It's Christianity. That's my religion. Now you see it here. So if I want to adjust, I just highlight everything, click on this tab here, and then move it. You see everything is still in line, intact. Everything is still in line, intact. Life is easy, and it's easier because you are learning from the most joyous facilitator on earth, and give it to me. I am Sakawaka. So if I tap this and get it under drag, I'm able to move my tab without altering the arrangement. That is the beauty of tab. If you want me to show you more on how you can use tab, just let me know. I will give you other examples. I will make a personalized video to show you other examples of how to use tab. Don't forget that you are very important to me. I appreciate the fact that you take out of your time, your resources to learn how to use Microsoft Office Word from me. I value you. I appreciate you for that. It's a rare privilege for you to deem me fit as a facilitator. And because of that, don't hesitate to ask questions where you are not cleared. Probably I'm too fast, or you did not get my explanations clearly enough for you to understand. Please let me know. Let me know. You are the reason I'm doing this. Let me know, and I will be happy. I will be glad to put you through. So that is all for my intermediate class on the use of Microsoft Office Word day 1. So catch up with me the intermediate class day 2 that we talk about table. Yes, there are a lot of things you need to learn about table for you to be grounded in the use of Microsoft Word. You cannot escape it. So practice, and let's meet during day 2 of this course talking about table. I remain yours, joyous facilitator, Sakawaka, spelled Sakawaka.